Hello and welcome through this play school of this game for the ZX Spectrum back to Skull. And I'm going to be playing this with your host, me, Linda, and we are watching an intro graphic right now. So I will try to tell you what this game is all about. Those of you who were there at the time probably remember the point of this game was to collect enough infractions that you could be kicked out of the school. And if there was ever a game that proved that adventure gaming is a boys' club, then this was one, because this was set at a boys' school and there wasn't the option of playing a girl. Although the sequel to the original Skull Days was known for including a girl skull in it, but this wasn't a feature of the first one, and you would note that the girls skull weren't playable. So the object was to collect enough infractions that you could be kicked out of the skull, and once you did this, you would be rewarded with a obscene message written on the blackboards. You could go to a blackboard in the game and collect a randomly generated obscene message that would rate your progress. And that was like collecting experience points in the games. So right now, a little known strategy secret for this game. If you try to enter, this game gives you the option of changing the names of the teachers and the head students in it. So if you enter a longer or a shorter name for the character, then that's a strategic advantage, because if it's a shorter name, then it takes less time to print, and so you're able to move faster in the game. And if it's a longer name, that's worth more points, so you can collect more points that way. So right now we're entering a name for this character, the Geography Master, and so we're entering a mathematic formula. And okay, we have the Science Master here now, and we're going to name him Imfritend, and that's going to give us an advantage later on, which I'll explain to you when the time comes. And this character is the History Master. Almost done with the rank of adults in the game. We're going to move on to some of the students very shortly, so... Oh, but here we go with the man-child. He's a half-man, so... He actually doesn't serve any role in the game, so... we can leave his name blank. Okay, with the first student, the tearaway, I'm not sure what that means, but his name, Boy Wander, we're going to change to you shit. The T button. There we go. And the bully character, very troublesome because he's always knocking you down with his face. So we're going to give him a very short name, and this will make it much shorter now, or a longer name. And Einstein actually was an adult, but for this game he was a child character, but we're going to change his name just the same because that has always bothered me, so changing his name to TV, very short name. And this was your girlfriend in the game. Note that she's not a playable character or PC. So we're naming her Levers. And finally, the main hero in the game. And we'll choose a name for him, C for choose, and you slug. Well, there we go. So all the characters are named now, so we're going to go on to the main section of the gameplay now. So we're rewarded with this song, and we skip through and we hear the song again just now. Alright, now it's the playtime section of the game, so we're going to try moving our character around now. So the first object of the game is to collect enough infractions by breaking the rules in front of teachers and other people, like shooting the catapults against the rules. But the caretaker is a half man, so he cannot give you infractions, which is unfortunate. See, we can shoot right at him, and he still won't do anything. Oh, and we've been knocked down by a bully, which can give us an advantage because you can get lines from the teacher for lying on the ground. So we've collected our first 200 lines here, so we're well on our way. Another 700, so we are well on our way to collecting our first chalkboard message. And so walking into the school building now, and as you can see, it is color coded. The classrooms are all in different colors, so that'll help us out a lot later on. And the school bell rings, so it's time for us to go to the old yellow room where the old man holds sway. So, going up the stairs and turn around and go up again. And so we've got our first message right here from the computer, so this shows us that, and now we're collecting some more points right now, so that's excellent. collect 10,000 points, then you get to proceed on to the next level. So we are we're still writing on the blackboard, quite a long message. It's becoming very difficult to read, but it says we, and oh, he's erasing. So the teacher is beginning to erase the message now. So sitting down now, and the teacher asks his question, who became king in 1714? So we can let one of the NPCs Okay, and the next class period has begun, so we'll stay behind in the classroom here and punch the know-it-all in the face. And as you can see, a turd just went by there, by my feet there. Let's see if we can collect another message now. P queers are better than straight. So another message from the computer there. And the really wonderful thing about this game is that all the messages were randomly generated, so you never knew what you were going to get. It was different every time you switched the computer on. And we're about to get some more points here. As you see, the teachers don't give you a lot of chance to and treacle mining, a lot of chance to get away before they give you more points there. One last message here. And there we go. We've collected our 10,000 points already, so we're on to the next level. So we're expelled from this. So what's happening right now? So we were just expelled from the school, but we've made it back, so and don't worry, we haven't lost any of our progress, but we will need to collect more points this time in order to progress on to the next level. So So, something about the backstory of this game. In this game, you are actually playing an adult who's been trapped in a child's skin. So, the whole point of this game is to progress through the different levels, committing crimes, and this will allow you eventually to have a new skin. So. And there's a turd here, so I'm going to try to pick it up. Alright, so you can see in my inventory down below there I've got a turd, and getting my first message from the computer here. I have to get out of the way in order to read it. I am proud to be a homosex, so we've already got our first obscene message from the computer. And there's our second right there. Now you notice that this teacher refers to anarchists. This is the old man teacher. The old character. He's very old. And so he's referring, of course, to Sacco and Vanzetti because he's so old. And that happened a long time ago. Teachers are bastards. So we're getting two messages at once now. It's kind of a gangbang. So the teacher's erasing the message here, but we can still write as he's writing, so you see, so we get more points from the computer, and writing about holograms, and holograms are, of course, the basis of computer technology, so it's very relevant there. And in fact, we can prevent the teacher from teaching the class by writing over the words that he's written on the chalkboard, so. And so we're expelled and going on to the next level. And what the game doesn't actually tell you, but what they explain in the backstory in the instruction manual is that after you get expelled from the school in between levels, you are killing one of the other children and taking their skin so that you can return to the school to collect more points. So we're wearing another child's skin now. Or I shouldn't say another child, but we're wearing a child's skin over our regular skin. And his head on top of our head. Let's see what we can get here. Alright, so we've got a turd now. And let's go to the other school building. This is the first time that we're visiting this part of the game, but let's see what we can get over there in the way of points. So going down the stairs now, and walking to the right, and the screen is scrolling to the right, and we're walking on forward to the right. And that takes us out of the school building, and if we continue going right, we'll eventually see the other school building. So it's another school period now, so we'll try not to get caught by the teacher before we get there. And if we can drop the turd on the ground now. And as you can see, this turd makes women hop. Turds make women hop. So that'll give us an advantage now because we're able to sneak past them. And see what we can find here. Oh dear. As you can see, the girls are still hopping. I hate girls. So obviously the programmers of this game had a lot of problems. So let's see if we can try to fix that. Which actually expresses my feelings a lot. I hate comp girls. Compy. Compy girls. I hate them. So, on to the next level now! And so we're on to the... we're going to take a break here to enter some letters into the basic programmer. And okay, so let's load the game back up again now. So what we're going the rules of the game are changed a bit in this portion of the game, because now we have to look at a number counting down for a certain amount of time. And we're going to try one more time now. So the strategy of this game is actually quite simple, because once you get the hang of catching points from the teachers in the hallways and you apply them to the messages that you get on the chalkboard, you can actually begin to decode what they mean. So it's easy to predict the patterns of the system there. And so we're going to put that into play right now, because we actually probably can get an early break in this level of the game. So we're going to go to the left now, towards the let's see if we can get some points by punching some children now, because at this point in the game we are much bigger and much sicker looking, because we are wearing more levels of skin outside of our own skin. So we're bigger than a normal child, but we don't look like an adult. We look like a rotting child with flesh bags. So going to the left and Heil Hitler. See if anyone catches on. Nope. And so we've reached a bonus stage now with the blood test. So that means that if we punch as many students as we can, sort of like Grand Theft Auto, and we get a break. So the blood test is just about to start, but first I'm going to sit here for a little bit longer. So bloody cum orgasm. So that's a bonus round.